Hi everyone, Tony here from Psych'd Baseball Cards with another little video. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And before we get started, I give a shout out to new subscribers. The first one I did the other day, Web of Cards, but I spelt it web wrong. I only put one B, so I thought I'd do another one, mention him. And then we have Ethan Elvis. And Ethan Elvis covers and more. He's a longtime YouTuber, has a lot of videos. He does a lot of modern stuff, opens a lot of really nice cards. So check him out if you haven't already. And then the new one today was Brenner Webster. All right, so thank you everybody, much appreciated. Okay, now with being Father's Day, I'm going to do something a little bit different at first before I show any cards. I got this nice bottle of wine, Oakland Athletics. I've never seen anything like this before. This was from my son. He was in Santa Cruz, I believe it was, and went into a shop and found this. So he bought it for me. And it has a Major League label on the back. Price tag here has Oakland Athletics. And it's from a MLB Wine Club Series, which I'd never heard of before. And it says here, the love of baseball starts the first time you're tossed a ball, or you learn what a backwards K means. From the time you're old enough to know where you live, the team that you follow follows you until it's etched into your identity. You've come a long way since the first time you struck out on your own, and your love of the game has become one more thing to share. MLB Wine, a new tradition in baseball. So, MLB.com wine. So I thought this was pretty. This is etched. It's not just printed on there. This is an etching. And the etching was done by Manos Wine. MAN''S. So it's a pretty cool bottle. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this in front of everybody and give it a taste and let you know what this is like. I've never opened a bottle on the line before, so this should be kind of interesting. Bear with me while I do this. Hopefully you'll get to hear the pop and it will be a good one. I was quite surprised when I got this. Like I said, I'd never heard of this. And in the back when it said the first time you struck out, I remember my first time I struck out. My very first Little League game, and that did not pop very loud. I barely heard it. So let me pour a little bit of this. And anyway, I struck out my first time in my very first Little League game. It was the bottom of the last inning. We had the bases loaded. We were losing by a run, and I struck out. Bases loaded, 2 outs, struck out, lost the game 5-4. Okay, so let me taste this here wine, see what it's like here. Oh, the cough was because it went down the wrong way, sorry. Not bad. Let this thing air a little bit and might improve the flavor. But anyway, first sip was, it was okay. Not something I would toss. Okay, so what I want to do today is show some cards from my 1960 top set. I have 5 cards here that I'm going to show. And the first one is Harvey Keene. Harvey was one of my favorite Detroit Tigers back in the day. The PSA 8, this is the highest grade of my 1960s set from my childhood that I received from PSA. So anyway, Harvey Keene was outfielder and shortstop, had a 15-year career. His first 8 years were with the Tigers, and he had 5 with San Francisco. And he was a line drive hitter and had a career .303 batting average. His first full season with the Tigers was in '53, and he was the Rookie of the Year that year. He hit .308, scored 94 runs, and led the majors with 209 hits, and he set an American League rookie record with 167 singles. He was a 10-time All-Star, won the batting title in 1959 with a .353 batting average. Immediately after the season, he was traded to Cleveland for Rocky Colavito, who had won the home run title with 42 that year. The Cleveland fans were pretty outraged by the trade. Their new general manager was starting to dismantle the entire team that he inherited. This led to a 33-season stretch where the Indians did not finish the season within 11 games of first place from 1960 to 1993. By '94, the team had not won a pennant since 1954 or a World Series since 1948. Still haven't won that World Series. And the trade was named The Curse of Rocky Colavito. So there you have it for Rocky. I'm more familiar with him playing with the Giants than I am with him with the Tigers. Okay. Next up, we have manager, the Washington Senators, I believe they were called at the time. Yeah, it says so right on the pennant. Cookie was his nickname, and when I was a kid, I thought it was because he ate a lot of cookies, but that wasn't the case. He was named Cookie after he was playing for the Oakland Oaks, the PCL, and one of the owners of the team was named Cookie. In Game 4 of the '47 World Series, playing for Brooklyn, and the Yankees leading 2-1, he was sent in to pinch hit, and he broke up a no-hitter in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs by hitting a double, which scored the 2 runners that had walked before him. Dodgers won the game 3-2. Yankee pitcher Bill Bevins walked 10 batters that game. It's a lot of batters to walk. I was at a World Series one time, and in Oakland, Vita Blue, I believe it was pitching, and he walked 8 batters. And then, let's see, the game became known as the Cookie Game, and it was Cookie's last at-bat in the majors. He finished his last 3 years playing for the team he started with in the minors, the Oakland Oaks. He went on to coach for Brooklyn and the Oaks before becoming manager of the Washington Senators and later the Minnesota Twins. Next up, we have Mint 6, Jim Marshall. Not the Marshall that ran the wrong way for the touchdown. Let's see, what do I got on Marshall here? Marshall played first base, and he he was another player in the '50s who played for the Oakland Oaks of the Pacific Coast League. He played for several teams from '56 to '62, and from '63 to '65 he played in Japan. He managed the Cubs for 3 years, from '74 to '76, and the A's for 1 year in '79, losing 108 games that year. Not a good year for my boys in green and gold. He was a career .242 hitter. Next up, we have Ken McBride. This was in a Jim Mint 7. McBride was a pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. He played for 7 years. 2 were with the White Sox and 5 with the Angels. He was drafted by the White Sox, from the White Sox by the Angels in 1960 during the expansion draft. He was a 3-time All-Star, a career 3.59 ERA, He won 40, lost 50. He gave up Roger Maris's 50th home run in the year Maris hit 61. Okay. And last but not least, we have Vic Wertz, PSA 6 also. Okay, Wertz played first base. He had a 17-year career from 47 to 53. That wasn't 17 years, obviously. His first 6 years were with Detroit, then later 3 more with the Tigers, and he retired after the 63 season. He was a career 277 hitter. He was a 4-time All-Star. His major league debut was in September of 47, and his very first game he hit for the Cycle. In the 54 World Series, he's the guy that hit the ball that Willie Mays caught, referred to as the catch. I think everybody pretty much knows and saw that in the highlights. A sports writer said it would have been a home run in any other park, including Yellowstone. He stated in 1979 he had no negative feelings about being remembered for hitting a deep fly out. I'm very proud that I'm associated with it. I look at it this way. If that ball Willie caught had been a home run or a triple, how many people would have remembered me? Not many. This way, everybody who meets me for the first time always identifies me with Willie's catch, and that makes me feel good. And so there you have it. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I'm going to pour me another little bit of wine here. Take another sip, try not to choke on it. See what this tastes like here. Not bad. It's a nice little red wine. So I would encourage you to buy your team's bottle if you like to drink wine and check it out. So salute, and everybody have a great holiday. A holiday? Great Father's Day. 2 sips of wine, I'm already 3 sheets to the wind. So anyway, take care until next time. Bye-bye.